Hello, this is Savage Jim, and I have here in front of me an STS D28M Nitro engine, 0.28 cubic inches in displacement, or 4.6 cc in metric displacement. I have here on this particular D28M your HPI typical Savage tuned pipe, and this pipe has seen its fair use of abuse. As you can tell, it's all dinged up, bent up, and everything. I don't trust these dings and bends because it does change the shape of the the tuned pipe chamber, and does its internal harmonics to giving back its appropriate back pressure to the exhaust port to help the engine run at a proper pressure. But anyway, D28M STS. I've had some good luck with this engine. Very finicky on the tuning. This engine likes to run away. I don't know if there's air leaks with it or anything. I've even gone back to using silicone seal. You can see here this little slight orange between the carburetor body and the block body itself that goes. You can see at the neck of the engine block that orange, thin orange line right there. That orange line is silicone seal. I've put silicone seal in other places on this thing as well, and it still runs away. There's some sort of air leak. So I'm guessing that the carburetor made by STS is poor quality. These engines, they say, are made in Taiwan, but I really can't say that that these engines have the quality or the chops to keep up and hang with a K4.6 as far as longevity and reliability goes. The K4.6, also from Taiwan, made by North Star, is a much better engine, reliable, starts with a good tune. If you know what you're doing, the K4.6 will start reliably every single time. D28M STS, a finicky carburetor, very finicky, lots of air leaks in it. It will run away, give you starting problems, of course, and it will cause the engine to burn up, and trying to restart it is not fun either. You can even see back here, I think I hope you can see that there's also another thin orange line of silicone. I've even sealed the back end of the engine. This is your starter plate right here, a rotor starter plate. I don't have anything good to say about this starter plate from the D30Ms and the D28M engines. Very poor cast quality of the gears. They're very brittle, no hardening whatsoever. So I went with the Hpi gears inside. It's really easy to do. You could pop this open, and you could pop in the Hpi Starter Gears into this thing. They're almost 100% compatible. Quality-wise for the engine, like right here, I've broken fins before on these K4.6 engines that come with HPIs. I've also broken fins on the 3.5 cc big block engines from North Star HPI, but I shouldn't say I've broken them. I've bent them. That's as most I've done. The quality of these cooling fins, unfortunately, are not very good. As you can see here, I've chipped this just by turning over my truck. It turned upside down, hit the top of this, knocked off my protection. I got these zip ties over here, these plastic zip ties, knocked off the zip tie. But as the zip tie protected the head pretty well, kept most of the scratches from occurring. There's still some, but when it knocked off the zip tie, it also pulled up on that fin, which is very brittle, and it tore it off. So the material of this cooling head is down to tubes. I'm sorry to say that. Another issue is head tolerance. I believe from the factory these things might not have enough head shims, so the compression ratio might be too high. You know, the geometric compression ratio might be too high for these things, and that might also contribute to these engines running away. So you'll spend all day long trying to tune these suckers and keep them from, you know, you'll be richening out just to try to slow the engine down. I'm sorry to say that there's either air leaks in this thing, or this thing has too much compression ratio in it. Even if you use a shorter glow plug, you know, with the shorter thread count, it's still gonna, you know, pose you a lot of problems. I can't recommend this engine for your avid nitro user. So unfortunately, bad marks from my end. Not worth the money that I spent on this engine.